Hey guys, back with another MapleStory video here. This time, trying Lotus again. Here are a few of our 2 attempts. Some of the good stuff, some of the bad stuff, things we learned, things we tested, show you some things that we figured out with lasers, benediction, dispelling, just strategies overall, just to figure out how we can defeat Lotus with the current setup that we have. So here's our first run. One of the first things that we changed right off the bat was we started off on the right side, right by the stairs, allowing us more room on the ground, moving left, right? So we don't have to go to the platform maybe 20, 30 seconds later than if we started right in the middle, which gives us a huge advantage. Another thing we did was we didn't pop Synchro for our Paladin or our Phantom right away. We did it kind of at the 30-second mark, allowing for our burst DPS, our V1 skills, kind of everyone just to cleave it down using their main damage abilities. And kind of, let's just not talk about that right there. I don't know what happened, but I ended up dying. And this was kind of our worst run of the 2. We were kind of burnt out at the end. See, we only have a couple minutes left on buffs, so we were really kind of just going one full 15-minute buffs and just seeing how far we could get. So just through experience. So now I pop my Synchro, my hammers, and you'll notice one of the things we learned is the hammers, the bombs have different IEDs. So right here I'm hitting 6 7s with the hammers, which is a V skill. But then with blast, if I turn around and blast them, use my blast skill, which is level 40, it's going to hit 12s right there, as you can see it. So something, I don't know if that was with the rebalance or if that was with just how the bomb mechanics are, but obviously the IED, if you can use your main skills that are max level, that aren't V skills, they're going to do a lot more damage to the bombs and help clear them a lot easier. And so kind of this minute and a half mark, we've got 5 deaths. Not very smooth at all, but we think we're going to pop benediction here. So right there I use res. And when I have my iframe, I think one of the tips that we learned is that we try to get to the corners as quickly as possible, again, allowing us more time on the floor. So I used res, maximized that iframe right there, got to the corner, and I didn't have to go on the platform for 20 more seconds. And so about 2 minutes in right here, I think we're going to end up popping benediction. You see I navigate that portal really well. Another tip that we're trying to focus on is getting off that platform right away. You see in the top left, our Wind Archer kind of stayed there too long, got hit by a bomb and died. So we try to get off the platforms. If we have the opportunity, we see the portal available, we get up there, take it right away, and then get back down into the corners, which is we feel is the safest place to be. Right, there's just so much more room to play with over there, and it's just avoid bombs, avoid lasers altogether. And so you see I'm trying to get to the portal right away. Didn't do a good job, but got lucky. But you see the lasers picking up right here. So it's going to be a lot more hectic. Corners, look how much time I have away from lasers, away from bombs. Again, we have benediction up, so our bishop use benediction, and this is kind of where we just focus on DPSing. The bomb stuns, the bomb debris doesn't do any damage right there. Using my res again, iframe, getting to the corners so I didn't have to go up the platform. Just small little things to maximize our time on the ground. We had 2 bishops in this run versus 2 pallies, allowing us to kind of rotate with benedictions and also try to get better with our dispels as well. Ended up jumping, bit of misplay right there, but this was our final run. Kind of, we were just burnt out at the end, and so this is our better run right here. So we started off on that right side, allowing us to be on the platform like I mentioned. No one's popping Synchro, everyone's kind of just doing their maximum burst right here, and you'll notice how long it takes us before we have to get to the platform. It's a much bigger difference than it was previously, so we really had thought that this was a good strategy for us, like about 20 seconds in. So you see we're about 30 seconds in right here. No one's everyone's still on the ground. No one's on the platforms. You'll kind of see who ends up being on the platforms for long periods of times. Those are usually the people that end up dying. me and Sup Buddy are using our Synchros right now, so we can be on the platforms. We're kind of gatekeeping those bombs like I mentioned in my previous video. I think that worked out really, really well, especially when we face turn and use our blast or our melee. 12 mil lines compared to 7 for my righteous hammers. So definitely trying to use my main skill abilities to cleave down the bombs. And you see kind of people dying on the top platforms right there. That's just experience with the portals. I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is if we're trying to, if you see a bomb spawn up there, we try to face and turn them and kill them. And even though we're hitting much harder, 12 mil lines, it's still a lot of the times going to bite you in the butt, and you're not going to be able to kill them. You're going to get disoriented or stunned, and you're going to die, right? So Bomatsu right there, used the portal, got to the corner. Look, now he has so much more room to work with over there. He's so much safer. Again, our DB up in the left corner, trying to face and kill the bombs. He got lucky there, but the previous one, he got disoriented and stunned. And so again, you kind of watch the people that are on the platforms, how they navigate portals and stuff. Again, compared to how I do it, right? I'm kind of staying on the bottom if I can, and then once I have the opportunity, I'm up and out and I'm gone. So one of the things that we tried to do as well was stagger our benediction and focus on our bishops just being main supports, dispels when people are up there. So right now we have benediction up, so everyone ideally will be saving their iframes, try to stay within benediction range, and so we don't have to focus on bombs. The bombs aren't going to stun us or disorient us, so we're just going to focus on damage while benediction is up, right? So this is kind of a great time. We want to focus on when to use benediction. I think one of the things we are thinking about is, should we use it when our offensive cooldowns are up, or should we use it when our offensive cooldowns are down and we can't cleave the bombs quickly enough? That's kind of the best time to use them. So with 2 bishops, it makes it a lot easier to do so. And you see how I navigate the portal. I got to that teleport, and I used it right away, right? I'm not standing up there waiting. That was unfortunate right there. The lasers turned away, and but you see right there, I'm up 1-2 platforms, use the portal right away, and I'm down to the corner. These lasers are picking up, you can see, and this is kind of where we run into trouble. But just through experience, I think we're going to get more comfortable with the speed right there. And I used my iframe for the res, and I got immediately to that right corner, allowing me more time on the platform, avoiding those platforms at all costs, right? So if you have an iframe, you have opportunities to do that. Don't just use the iframe, use it to get to a safer spot so that you can, get to those corners like I mentioned before, right? So now I have Sanker up again, trying to gatekeep these bombs as best as I can and kill them as quickly as possible. I didn't have defense smash for this one, just to see what the numbers were consistently, right? And then I'm going to die right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So lasers picked up. I hesitated for a bit, but that was our best run by far. And I do want to mention we had a lot of success with the Kaiser, helping cleave bombs. He can stay on the bottom with his teleport, so he rarely ever dies. Very effective. And here's kind of a few tests that I did afterwards on the Nightwalker and on some other classes with their iframes to see if you could use your hyper iframe and dash behind, do your backstep, and nope, didn't work for the laser. Tried it with the jump, still didn't work. So that's unfortunate for Nightwalkers, but for Wind Archers, can't use it with the dash through, but if you use your hyper and then you jump through, you can actually survive. And I've tried this multiple times. It worked every single time. So, and then Paladins, any class with the Warriors with the shell, you can use your shell and dash through or jump through the lasers, and you're actually going to survive it. So a few things, maybe test out with your classes, see what you can use if you have anything similar. But I hope some of this insight on Lotus helped you guys and help you guys with your runs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.